Okay, everyone, we're going to really be unpacking a lot tonight. And I just want to say that I'm basically done playing the YouTube game. I'm actually going to set it on my creators app or studio or whatever it's called, where the subscribers are not even shown, where I can't even see the number of subscribers, because every time somebody unsubscribes, I don't know why. I need to get some counseling or something, because it's really hard for me when a whole bunch of people start unsubscribing, and then I stop making videos, I start censoring what I want to say, but I'm not doing it anymore. And I have a lot to unpack. I have a lot to say in this video. So I think we just need to clear some things up. Okay. Okay. Van life and car life, it is very glamorized. Okay? How do you think these videos where you see people like really decked out in their cars, all decked out, going to all these places, they don't have jobs, well, YouTubing is their job. That's fine. I'm trying to take a neutral position on this. How do you think that makes people like me feel? People who have lived in shame in their car for years and years where nobody knew about it. You didn't tell anybody, you were too ashamed, because when people found out, you were like an outcast and you were shamed. And then now these people come out and they go off in their cars and they're just happy all day long, or so it seems in the video, and they go and they make money and they do super chats and they do Patreon and they get the Google AdSense money and they make money. How do you think that it makes people who are living in their cars just on a daily basis, maybe even trying to YouTube? Okay, I think, what is it, like, if you make it to 1,000 subscribers, you're already only like 10% make it to 1,000 subscribers. So it's already a very small part of the people who actually make channels actually get to monetization. And we're going to talk about, like, okay, is this all about money? No, it's not. We're going to get to that in a second. But the thing is that there's countless channels out there, and I run into them all the time. And some people have really nailed it, and they've done it very well. Like Nikki Delventhal, for example. She's a shining example of like how well she has done. I think somebody who's really promising right now and who I think is going to do well is No Perfect Plan. I really like her channel a lot. She's doing well. There's a lot of channels. I'm not going to say names because I don't want to be like demeaning, but they're almost like household names in car life, van life. And I don't see how they're doing it. Maybe they do OnlyFans on the side. I don't know. I'm not trying to judge their life. I'm just trying to look at things objectively. Because the truth is that if you want to be a full-time YouTuber, it's going to be Patreon. It's going to be sponsorships. It's going to be something that I don't want. I don't want your money. I don't want to make a video of me like taking a picture of a sunset and asking for a super chat, a super thanks. Honestly, I think it's kind of tacky, and when I have the ability to do that, if I ever make the 500 subscribers, I'm not going to do that. So you don't have to worry. I'm not going to do a super chat because it's just not my style. I think it's kind of tacky. And I have some other breaking news for you guys. I'm not quitting my job, okay? I'm definitely not quitting my job. I'm going on vacation. And I want to explain why I'm building out my car. I'm building out my car because of my past issues with like some employment issues where I get burned out of my job and then I quit and then I find myself in my car and it's a hard situation and I end up spending a lot of money. And so I am making my car into a place where I will have like a safe haven if that happens, where I'm going to have a safe place that's more private, that's more economical, where I can cook and I can do lots of things and have a better life. And so I have that insurance. I'm not building out my car so I can go make a YouTube channel about it. And there's a lot of channels I really enjoy, but let's face it, a lot of people, they're just doing car life so they can start a YouTube channel. And someday they'll probably move out of their cars and just try and have a vlog. But the thing is that I've tried to, like, it is very difficult unless you have a niche in YouTube. I have tried to start other channels and they have not taken off at all. Like, nobody watches them. And I think it's because they don't have a niche. And so van life, car life, that's a very popular niche. And so people are doing that so that they can get YouTube channels going. Okay, it's a free country, or it's supposed to be. That's fine. I don't care. But the thing is that, like, I feel like we need to be real about what is going on. Like, I mean, okay, yes, I guess they add value. They're like tour guides and they show it around and it's very aspirational and we live vicariously through these videos. I know I do at times when I watch them, and it's liberating. You think, wow, I wish I could just quit my job and live in my car and do all this stuff, but you don't see the whole picture. Trust me, you do not see the whole picture, and I'm sure that you realize that. But I think that we need to start to get a little bit real about what's really going on. I am making my car into a place, and I am spending quite a bit of money. I will be honest, I am spending quite a bit of money on my car right now, because if I don't quit my job, and if I manage to hold on to my job, then I want to have a place that is my refuge where I can affordably go on vacation. I think car camping is a great thing. I think living in your car can be a great thing, but we have to be real about the motives behind what we're doing. I never moved into my car to start a YouTube channel. I lived in my car and I didn't even know that was an option. I'm doing this because I'm somebody who really struggles. I've really struggled with like severe anxiety, learning disabilities, ADHD, like really big problems, big school problems. I was a kid who they'd pull out of all the classrooms. I'd always have to go to special training and stuff. I'd get in trouble when my report card came out. It was very, very stressful. And to think that those problems in school, like you think that I'm gonna just be able to be normal in my workplace? No, it doesn't happen like that. I do feel like I am like kind of being rehabilitated a bit. I'm getting desensitized to a lot of things in my current job and I'm doing better. But this isn't something where I'm just trying to go live in my car so I can have a YouTube channel. I just got the idea of having a YouTube channel because I saw all these people popping out about how they lived in their cars. And I'm like, well, I know how to do that because I lived in my car. I've lived in this is the fourth vehicle that I've lived in. Okay? This is like, I did this before this was cool. Okay? I did this when I was shamed and I got in trouble. And I felt so ashamed. It was my biggest shame. And so it's not easy when you see people out there just tearing up in these national parks all day and just flying their drones, well, not in the national parks, but like having fun all day. And I mean, I agree with that. I think it's a great way to travel. I think it's a great way to go out and see the world. It makes it affordable because you don't have to obviously pay for like a hotel and do all this stuff. But we need to get really real about the motivation behind why we're doing this. And the truth is that unless you really have a lot of money and can afford it, you have to be pretty rich to actually be able to do that these days. We're like, okay, I think we all know what's going on in the Middle East, and let's not lie to ourselves. It's only a matter of time before we're going to see conflict here. Do you think gas prices are not going to go up? They are. Like, I know a bunch of you guys got like mad at me when I was talking about this stuff before, but like, it's inevitable, okay? And I'm not saying you shouldn't do these things, but we have to be realistic about who can do these things. Not everybody can do these things unless you want to max out your last credit cards. We need to like get real. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, but a lot of these people who are making money with their van life and their car life, they're doing like, sponsorships, and like that's how they're making like a lot of money. They're selling you stuff. They're doing Patreon, like I said, super chats, and I think that it's nice. I don't think it's like a bad thing inherently, okay? I don't think it's a bad thing to show appreciation. I've given appreciation to, like, there have been creators where I've given them like a super chat because I feel like I've really benefited from their content. Like, I learned a lot, and yeah, I felt like, but I don't know if I would ever be comfortable at doing that. So basically, I just feel like I need to like, kind of clear the air, and I guess I'm just talking to myself. I mean, like a coworker said today, like, you know, I just need to, it's my channel. And I think that, ow, dang it. I think that my problem is that I get so worried about people unsubscribing that I start freezing up. And the thing is that, like, there's no point in doing that, because can you imagine if you had all these subscribers and then, like, your income and, like, a big part of your life, like, depended on doing YouTube? And then I think that sounds like hell on earth. I don't think I could do it. I think it sounds absolutely awful. And my only hope was to get the AdSense money. Like, that was I mean, that's not why I'm doing this, but, like, I was hoping that, you know, after 100, when I get about 100 views, you probably start seeing, if you don't have, like, the membership or whatever to YouTube, you probably notice that you start to see, like, some ads on my videos. And I do put ads on my videos. Do I get any of that revenue? No, I don't. I don't get any of that revenue because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and that's their threshold. So I think it's pretty unfair, but whatever. But yeah, that was my only hope, was just to get a little stipend, maybe, like, enough for, like, some gas money so I can pursue my hobby and my passion. And that is my hope. Like, my hope is not to go live in my car so I can create a YouTube channel. And that's what a lot of people are doing. And I'm not judging them, but I think we need to be very clear about what is actually going on here, okay? I'm just somebody who works really hard, and I want to have a safe place where, like, I can retreat to. And I'm also a bit of a, like, survivalist, and I would really like to hone some of my fishing skills and my hunting. And I just really want to have, like, a little, I'm not somebody who can, you know, afford, like, a cabin or anything by any means at this point. So I plan to make my car my own little cabin and my refuge. And that is why I'm working so hard on my car right now. And I'm spending quite a bit of money. I'm actually just going through this stuff right now to make sure everything looks okay. Make sure everything is looking good before, yeah. And it's so, I mean, this stuff, it's, like, not cheap. And I lived in my car in quite a bit of misery, but no one ever saw that. And you really do have to kind of have some money to make it more comfortable, I'm finding. And it's just a sad truth. And I'm working hard for everything. Nobody sent me any of this stuff. This is my own. Every single thing that I've bought, every single thing that I'm buying for my car is bought with my own labor, my own sweat, my own pain in my foot, my own everything. And so I just can't, I know what hard work is. And I know people, like, work hard on their YouTube videos and stuff. I know it takes time. It takes a lot of time. And that's why I actually had to kind of stop doing edited videos while working full time, is because I don't have time, because it takes time away from other things, like my dog, like my family, my health. And it's just not moral. It's not moral to just spend time making YouTube videos and neglecting other things that are more important. And I can't do that. So I hate to sound bitter right now, but this is reality, okay? This is reality. If you're gonna be a YouTuber, you almost need to be, like, full-time. I mean, some people are very good at managing full-time schedule and YouTubing, but it's very hard. I mean, I know it's hard. I've talked to some people about it. So I just want to say that I'm not going to come after. I know what hard work is, and I'm not going to be coming, if I am ever monetized, I'm not coming after your money. I don't want your money. And I would never tell anybody to quit their job and move into their car. I think it's a reckless thing to promote, because unless you have a lot of money and a car with good clearance, maybe 4x4, you can, like, really go off grid, and you know how to be out there with your solar for days at a time, it's really dangerous, because we're seeing more and more unrest. We know it's happening. More and more unrest. It's going to get worse, especially with the Middle East conflict. There's going to be a lot of conflict here. I don't see how there cannot be a lot of conflict here. There's going to be conflict. We're seeing it already. And it could be anything. It could be anything. My point is that there is conflict. And that is not conducive to trying to live in like a populated area in your car. I think really where people are having more success and enjoying it and probably making better videos, because it does provide a bit of an escape. I know it does for me when I watch these videos. I really enjoy these videos. I've seen people going off grid. And it's a lot safer. You're away from the crime, and I know crime has no address, but I think that's the whole kind of trick of it, is the ability to go off grid and relax and get away from it. But to go off grid, not everybody can do that. You have to have resources to be able to do that. I know that because I'm preparing to go off grid, and I'm trying to check my boxes, and it's not cheap. It's not what I have to do, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get all the preps that I want this time. Probably have to work more to get, I don't know, maybe I'll be able to get a fridge this year. I don't know. I might have to do a cooler, but it's not easy. And I commend the people, who are out there doing their van life, doing their car life every day. I know, because I know it's not easy. I know some of these videos, it makes it look easy. It makes it look like they're living the dream. It makes it look like, oh, they're just going all day long. But I think we all know as adults that what we watch, we can't believe everything we see. And it's acting, okay? A lot of that is acting. It's like how do I say it? It's a reenactment a lot of times, because stuff gets really messy really fast. You have to clean all that up and then start filming. You have to, it's not easy, because I've done it. And I actually feel bad for a lot of these people, because I wonder if maybe they feel a little bit trapped. I mean, here they are talking about all this freedom and stuff, but I don't see how I could really sleep that well at night. Maybe I'm being too extreme. Maybe I'm old. Maybe this is the new young thing where you're a content creator and this is how you make your living, and it works out. And I know it does for some people. I just feel like, am I free? Am I free? No, but I have freedom. Okay? I have freedom. I may spend 11 hours a day in a hamster cage, but I have freedom. I have some freedom. I think we have to be realistic. It's hard. I know it's not easy to hear. I feel like the YouTube dream, it's almost like the new American dream. And I'm afraid that a lot of people are going to be very disappointed. Economy is going into recession, if it's not already. How are people going to afford to buy all these things and their sponsorships? Anyway, I don't mean to make this sound like a negative thing, but I just feel free. I feel free right now, because I'm not putting myself in a box. It's really messed with my head lately. Really messed with my head. And I'm just going to focus on what I enjoy doing. And I enjoy car life. I enjoy being out in nature. And yeah, I wish I could do it all the time. I wish I could quit my job and just go live off grid and film myself making fires and sunsets and, taking a shower or something. Yeah, okay, I think that's like the dream, okay? But the income, it's just not very reliable either. So, I don't know if you guys know Anna Uncharted. She was my favorite creator. She was my favorite, and she has signed off. Or she said she's going back to hobby status. I don't know if she'll post again, but I just have to be real, and this is what I have. So, comments, concerns, complaints, put it below. See ya. Oh, shit.